Hello everyone, my name is Grethade. Wow, I miss doing that. And I'm here to bring you gaming news and opinions from around the industry. Before we get started, I want to address the purpose of this and some of the future plans with these videos. About 4 years ago and before that, I did this on a pretty regular basis on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. As it were, my living situation changed, I began a new career, and doing these videos strung me a bit thin. However, in the past week or so, I think a lot of us that are gamers that spend any amount of time in the YouTube or Twitch arenas were retaught a lesson. Life's too short. If there's a hobby or an interest that you enjoy doing, you should be doing it and bring yourself that joy. There may come a time that you may not be able to do that anymore. So in the spirit of that lesson, I want to be able to keep an eye on gaming news, discuss important topics, and keep the conversations alive. First up, Fortnite vs. PUBG popped up again, and the story surrounding the pending lawsuits between the developers of both games. This week, Bluehole, the developers of PUBG, filed an injunction in Korean court claiming that their game's interface and game items were used in Epic Games' title Fortnite. The original issue was filed back in January, but again it popped back up and will likely to do so for some time. Behind the scenes, the two companies have an existing business relationship as PUBG is built in the Unreal gaming engine, which was developed by Epic Games. Now, let's be honest here. Bluehole is digging deep to try to make a case. But the similarities really end at the game mode, Battle Royale. The look, the feel, and the pace of both games are incredibly different. I suspect Bluehole has been struggling since their numbers for PUBG is stifled at the beginning of the year. I'm just watching and waiting for this suit to come back to bite them, especially considering what happened last time a developer that used the Unreal Engine tried to sue Epic Games. If you don't recall, that didn't end well for Silicon Knights. This week, Bethesda also announced Fallout 76, a new Bethesda title that appears to be on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. This announcement comes a couple weeks ahead of E3 this year. We don't know much about this game yet, whether it's a full-blown Fallout title or if it's something different. What I've concluded is that Bethesda seems to have skipped Fallout 5 to Fallout 75. The trailer seems to show off nothing of gameplay, so there's nothing more than a tease at this point. Though I am curious to see if they're going to make any Soldier 76 references. It does seem too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze, country roads.
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
The makers of Just Cause, Avalanche Studios, recently was purchased by Nordisk Film, the world's oldest movie company. This was simply the right offer at the right time for the right company, Avalanche boss Pim Holby told GameBiz Industry Thursday morning. Nordisk Film are also fully committed to our roadmap and feel that Avalanche Studios are headed in the right direction, so they don't want to miss with that. Being able to maintain their creative independence while at the same time being acquired by stable, long-term owners is the best possible scenario. The move by the 111-year-old company isn't exactly a huge shocking move, seeing as the company is already a $10 million minority shareholder in Avalanche. Honestly, as long as the move doesn't hinder Avalanche's ability to make games such as Just Cause 4 or Mad Max 2, then this may not be the worst thing to happen to this group. It's certainly worth keeping an eye on for now. For this week, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. The goal is to try to have a weekly video discussing various things that come up to the gaming industry, and E3 is coming up soon too, so there's not a lot of stories to cover at this point in time. However, that said, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Grethade. This has been gaming news for the past week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.